My name is Rachel. I'm 32 years old. 3 years ago, I made a decision that destroyed my life savings. I did not lose my money in a robbery. I gave it away willingly. At the time, I thought I was investing in my future. I thought I was being smart, but I was wrong. One conversation, one friend's success story, and I handed over $20,000. The money I had saved for 5 years, my wedding fund, my house down payment, my security, gone. This is the story of how I lost everything. I worked as a teacher in a public school for 6 years. The job was stable, I had a decent salary, my students were wonderful, my colleagues were supportive, but I was not wealthy. I lived paycheck to paycheck. Every month, I saved $300. It took me 5 years to save $20,000. 5 years of saying no to vacations, no to new clothes, no to restaurants. I was saving for two things: a wedding and a down payment on a small house. My boyfriend Mark and I had been together for 4 years. We talked about getting married, about buying a house together, about building a life. $20,000 was our start, our foundation, our future. Then everything changed. One Saturday afternoon, I met my college friend Lisa for coffee. I had not seen her in 2 years. When she walked in, I barely recognized her. She was wearing an expensive designer coat, carrying a luxury handbag. She looked wealthy. "Rachel," she said with a huge smile, "you look great." I looked at my old jacket and felt embarrassed. "Lisa, you look amazing. What happened?" She laughed. "I made some smart investments. My life completely changed." I ordered my coffee. She ordered the most expensive drink on the menu without looking at the price. We sat down. "Tell me everything," I said. Lisa pulled out her phone. She showed me photos. Her new apartment. Downtown, floor-to-ceiling windows, beautiful furniture. Her new car, a luxury brand I had only seen in magazines. Her vacation photos. Bali, Paris, Italy. I felt a strange feeling in my chest. Not quite jealousy, but close. "How did you afford all this?" I asked. Lisa leaned forward. "Cryptocurrency," she said. "I invested $8,000 2 years ago. Now it's worth $200,000. My mouth fell open. $200,000? She nodded. "The crypto market is exploding right now. Everyone I know is making money. My cousin turned 5,000 into 70,000 in 6 months. My coworker turned 3,000 into 40,000. This is the opportunity of our lifetime, Rachel. If you don't get in now, you will regret it forever." I thought about my $20,000 sitting in my savings account, earning almost nothing in interest. What if I could turn it into 200,000? I could buy a house with cash, pay for the wedding, have money left over. Mark and I could start our life without debt. The idea was intoxicating, but I also felt scared. "I don't know anything about cryptocurrency," I said. Lisa waved her hand. "You don't need to. There are platforms that do everything for you. You just deposit money and watch it grow. I'm using an amazing investment platform. They have expert traders who manage your investment. Guaranteed returns." "Guaranteed?" I asked. She nodded confidently. "Guaranteed minimum 20% return in 6 months. Most people get much more. I made 150%. That night, I could not sleep. I kept thinking about Lisa's apartment, her car, her vacations, her confidence. She was not smarter than me. She just took a chance. What if this was my chance? Mark was beside me, sleeping peacefully. I thought about telling him, but I knew what he would say. Mark was careful with money, conservative. He would tell me it was too risky. He would want to research for months. By then, the opportunity might be gone. I made a decision. I would invest half, $10,000. Keep 10,000 safe. That way, even if something went wrong, we would still have half our savings. It felt like a compromise, a safe risk. The next morning, I called Lisa. I want to invest, I said. She was excited. You will not regret this, Rachel. I'm going to send you the link. Just create an account and transfer your money. It is that simple. How much are you investing? She asked. 10,000, I said. She paused. Rachel, I'm going to be honest with you. 10,000 is good, but to really see life-changing returns, you should invest more. I only have 20,000 total, I said. That's my wedding and house fund. She was quiet for a moment. Okay, here's what I think. Invest 15,000. In 6 months, you will have at least 18,000, probably more. You'll make back what you invested plus profit. Then you use that for your wedding and house. You'll actually have more money than you started with. It made sense, sort of. I'll think about it, I said. That week, I could not stop thinking about it. Everywhere I looked, I saw articles about cryptocurrency, people getting rich, regular people like me, teachers, nurses, office workers, all making money. I read success story after success story. Maybe Lisa was right. Maybe this was my chance. On Friday, I made my decision. I would invest $15,000, keep $5,000 as emergency money. I created an account on the platform. The website looked professional. Clean design, testimonials from happy investors, charts showing impressive growth. I filled out the forms, connected my bank account. My hand hovered over the transfer button. $15,000. 3 years of saving. I took a deep breath and clicked. The money left my account immediately. I felt sick. What had I just done? But then I logged into my account. There it was. Balance $15,000. Current value $15,000. Projected value in 6 months $18,000 to $22,000. I felt better. It was real. My money was there, growing. The first week, nothing happened. My balance stayed at $15,000. I checked the app every hour. By the second week, something changed. Balance $15,240. I had made $240 in 2 weeks. I was ecstatic. This was working. Lisa was right. By the end of the month, my balance showed $15,800. $800 profit in 1 month, more than I made in interest in an entire year. I called Lisa. It's working, I said. I told you, she said. Just wait, it gets better. For 3 months, I watched my money grow. Month 1, $15,800. Month 2, $16,900. Month 3, $18,200. I had made $3,200 just for waiting. I started planning the wedding, the house, our future. I told Mark we were going to have more money than expected. How? He asked. I made a good investment, I said, vaguely. He smiled. That's great, Rachel. I felt proud. I had done something smart, something brave. Lisa and I texted constantly. She was making even more money. Her balance was over $250,000 now. She was planning to buy a second property to rent out for passive income. This is just the beginning, she said. Then month 4 arrived. I logged into the app. The screen took a long time to load. When it finally opened, I stared at the number. Balance $11,200. I blinked, refreshed the page. Balance $11,200. I had lost $7,000. In 1 week, my hands started shaking. I called Lisa immediately. Lisa, my balance dropped. I lost $7,000. What is happening? She was calm. Rachel, relax. The market has dips. This is normal. It will go back up. Just do not panic and sell. Are you sure? I asked. My voice was shaking. I am sure, she said. This happened to me twice. Both times it went back up even higher. Just wait. I waited. Week 2, $9,800. Week 3, $7,100. Week 4, $4,200. I had lost almost $11,000, more than half my investment. I tried calling customer service. The number did not work. I tried emailing. No response. I tried logging in to the website. Error message. I searched for the platform online. The website was gone. My heart stopped. I called Lisa. Straight to voicemail. I texted her. No response. I tried again. And again. Nothing. That night, I finally told Mark. I told him everything. The coffee with Lisa, the investment, the $15,000, the disappearance. He stared at me. You invested our wedding fund? He said quietly. Without telling me? I started crying. I thought I was helping us. I thought I could make more money. Lisa said it was safe. Mark stood up. Rachel, we have been saving that money together for years. You made a huge decision without me. You trusted a friend over me. I did not know what to say. He left the apartment. He came back hours later. We need to figure this out, he said, but I need time to process this. The next few weeks were horrible. I reported the scam to the police. They told me thousands of people had been scammed. The company was not real. The platform was fake. The growth I saw was not real investment. It was numbers on a screen. My money was gone. Probably moved overseas. Probably untraceable. I would never see it again. I cried every day. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I had lost $15,000, 5 years of saving, gone. And I had damaged my relationship with Mark. He was hurt, not just about the money, about the trust, about the decision I made without him. Lisa finally responded to my messages 3 weeks later. She had lost money too. Not as much as me. She got out earlier, but she lost $40,000. Her new apartment? Rented, not owned. Her car? Leased, not bought. Her vacations? Credit card debt she was now drowning in. Everything I envied was built on the same illusion. We were both fools. The next 6 months were the hardest of my life. I had to tell my family. My mother cried. My father was disappointed. I felt ashamed. Mark and I went to counseling. We talked about trust, about partnership, about making big decisions together. Slowly, very slowly, we started to heal. But the wedding was postponed. The house was postponed. Everything was postponed. I picked up extra tutoring work. I worked weekends. I worked evenings. I saved every dollar. 1 year later, I had saved $5,000. It felt like nothing compared to what I lost, but it was honest money, earned slowly. No shortcuts, no illusions. Mark and I got married 2 years after the scam. A small wedding, just family, no fancy venue, no expensive dress. But it was real, and it was ours. We still haven't bought a house. We're saving again, slowly, together this time. Every decision is made together. No secrets, no shortcuts. Today, 3 years later, I have learned lessons I will never forget. First, if something sounds too good to be true, it is. Guaranteed returns do not exist. High rewards always mean high risk. Anyone promising easy money is lying. Second, never invest money you cannot afford to lose. My $15,000 was not extra money. It was my security, my future. Money that important should never be gambled. Losing everything taught me that security is more valuable than opportunity, that trust is more important than money, that patience is stronger than greed. I am not wealthy now. Mark and I are still rebuilding, but we are doing it together, honestly, carefully, and that's worth more than any investment return. If you are tempted by a too good to be true opportunity, remember my story. I lost everything chasing easy money. Do not make the same mistake I did. Real success takes time, and that's okay, because real success lasts. Thank you for listening to this story. If it touched your heart, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to Story Reading in English channel. Your support helps more stories reach people like you. With every story, our English gets better and our hearts get stronger.